Alright, so I'm here at Walmart and getting ready to pick up some flowers. Oh, what are you doing?
Go again.
I'm here at Walmart and I'm here to pick up some flowers for prom. I'm so excited. This is going to be a fun DIY. I can't wait to make a beautiful corsage and a boutonniere for my son and his girlfriend for prom. So stay tuned and watch how I do it. So here's my messy table. I have these roses that I found from Walmart. So pink and darker pink, and it just looks really pretty together. Here's my glue gun and my wire and my floral tape. So I'm taking this as a wristband that's a jump drive, and I thought, boy, that's going to be a really pretty place to place the flowers and use as a corsage holder. So I'm just wrapping it with some pretty white ribbon, and it has accents of silver speckles and sparkles in it, so it looks really beautiful as a base for where I'm going to put my flowers. And then I'm just going ahead and wrapping this around diagonally all the way down through the end, putting glue in between different wraps to keep it nice and secure. And then as I'm finishing it up, you'll see how it goes together nicely. So just cut off the excess, glue it shut, and together you form a beautiful base bracelet. Next, I found these silver leaves in my craft box, and I thought those would be a really beautiful base just to have the flowers lay on top, and they've got the sparkle to them. So I'm going ahead and I'm applying them to my bracelet, reinforcing with glue to make sure it stays well. Watch out, that glue is hot. Be careful. So this is what it's going to look like. Next, I'm taking my roses and I'm finding just the most perfect flowers. I need 2 of them. They're going to kind of go end to end on top of the corsage. So I've laid them out. You always want to lay it out before you put the glue down. I found these baby breath that I thought would look really pretty. And now I'm just taking some wire and cutting apart some of these flowers so that I can use them in smaller bunches. And I'm connecting them to the flowers to see how they look together. Now, like I said, I'm putting them end to end, and then I'm going to keep them all together with some wire, floral wire. You can find this floral wire at the Dollar Tree or your craft section at Walmart, really any of your craft stores. Again, I'm always trying to put it together to see how it's going to look before I make any final adjustments. I realized that the leaves were getting in the way of how I needed to attach this to the bracelet, so I went ahead and used the wire and attached that down to the bracelet first, and then I went ahead and I'm going to cut down the leaves so they're a better size and that they fit more to size to that bracelet the way I want them to. Then I add some more glue and make sure it all is safe, secure, and sturdy so it does not fall off the date's hand, the girl's hand when she's dancing around. Adding some greenery just to kind of fill it out and fluff it up. And I realized at this point it's not quite done yet. There's a couple extra accent flowers that I found in my craft supply, so I'm going to add those just to make it pop. And there it is. I'm really pleased with how this corsage turned out. It looks so beautiful on my son's date's hand, Sam, and it looks so pretty. So it's a little bit of craft items mixed with real flowers, and it turned out well. So I'm taking the same flower and I'm going to go ahead, cut off a stem. This is for the boutonniere. I'm going to use more of that baby's breath, and then I'm just using a green stem from a different flower bunch and putting it all together. Again, eyeballing how I would like it to look pinned up on my son's jacket. And this is how I like it. So now I'm cutting off the excess, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up with wire. I'm going to go ahead and right there, pierce right towards the top of, or the end of the flower stem, right at the top of the flower stem, and then that's going to go ahead and give it extra safe and security when it's connected to other flowers below it. And then I'm just going to wind this wire all the way around the whole flower bunch. And then I'm taking the floral tape, and that's kind of neat product. You cut off the length that you want to use, and then in order to activate the stickiness or the adhesive, you have to pull it like this. Nice. And then you just wrap it around so it's extra security, and that's going to keep all of the stems together in one place. Now I'm taking a safety pin, because this is how we're going to adhere it to my son's, or pin it to my son's jacket, and I'm going ahead and wrapping that around the flower bunch and the stems so it stays in place nice and tight. So this is my boutonniere and my corsage I made for my son and his my son and his date, and they had a wonderful time. They looked so beautiful together. So stay tuned to see the pictures of how they look together. This was such a fun DIY. I loved making this corsage and boutonniere. Please share this with someone else who you know that's looking on how to make one if they don't know already. And thank you everyone for watching, liking, and commenting. You all have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week. Take care.